All right. Topic is belief. Okay. What's prompted this video is some people coming to me in the comment sections of a couple of videos that I've done, and they want to argue to the right down to the almost fisticuffs that they are right on something. Okay. And I shouldn't do it, but I go ahead and I engage with them and do the backwards and forwards stuff. And I really shouldn't bother doing it, because I know when somebody comes in with their mind made up on something, that they are going to they're going to fight tooth and nail for their belief to be correct. It all stems, I think, from the ego, and maybe from a lack of truth within their own belief. I'm not quite sure on that, but there's some kind of insecurity there within their own belief that they cannot at any cost be wrong, and they cannot at any cost have somebody out there, if somebody's out there preaching a contrary belief to them, in some way it infringes on their own idea inside their own head. Okay, I'm not quite sure. I haven't really delved into the psychological aspect of why people do this. But what I wanted to say is that the whole world really is based on belief. Okay, there are a certain set of in stone rules out there that are set in stone, if you like, and that is the material world. Okay, that's what we would say is set in stone. Okay, this is natural law, which I talk about in other videos. You can go and look at that. And those are the rules that are already set in stone for us to follow. Okay, they're not up here as an idea. So as long as you don't infringe on the rules that are set in stone out there, then there's not a problem, is there? Okay. If you want to have a different idea to me, and I want to have a different idea to that person over there, it's fine. Okay. We all have this ability to generate ideas within us. Okay. And that's called fiction. Okay. And we create that fiction or that belief from our perspective on the world. Okay. This is why we have a world that has a varying degree of perspectives on things. This is why we live in a dual type perspective system. Okay, this is why you're seeing an aspect of a cycle. You're picking out a different point in order to form a perspective, in order to form ideas within the mind. Okay. It's starting to get a bit deep already, but let me do it. I got a little stick drawing here that I did. Okay, don't laugh. Okay, this guy here is seeing differently to this guy here. They're both viewing two different perspectives of the same thing. This is the overall cycle of something, like day and night. What we're seeing is a building on fire. Okay, and the two people are picking out their own perspectives on that one thing. Okay, that they were in two different positions to observe two different things. One guy just sees a building that looks normal, and the other guy sees a building on fire. Okay, I didn't know what other way to do, to try and explain this. So everybody's picking out their own perspective on things, okay? And then they formulate a belief on that. If you took those two guys out of that situation and took them to a room and said, was the building on fire or was the building not on fire? They will both argue, blue in the teeth, okay, that what their belief was the true, was the true belief, and it was the true belief in their from their point of view. Okay, what we need. This is what I'm trying to get at with this video. What we need to get to, okay, within our society or within this system, is we need to get to a level of understanding that says everybody has a different perspective. Everybody's entitled to a different perspective. You are not going to have the same perspective as somebody else. Okay, you are not in the same position. You are not having the same things come into and out of your reality. Okay, this is where we need to get to. We need to get to an understanding that everybody is entitled to and has a different perspective on things and can formulate their own ideas, their own beliefs based upon those perspectives. Okay, a quick video in order to hopefully help people understand these things a little bit better, because you know the problems don't just stem from one guy not knowing one, this guy doesn't know this or that or the other, or they've not been taught this or that or the other. The problems stem from a root level of understanding. I don't want more to say other than that. Man, I mean, I've had people come in with the comments, and I've had 2 or 3 people now come in with a distinct level of wanting to argue with me. And of course, I go into I'll humour them. I know that I will not change that point of view that they have, especially when they come in guns a-blazing. You're wrong, and I'm about to tell you what's right. I've even had people say, you shouldn't take this stuff down, you shouldn't be saying what you're saying. And I'm like, as far as I last knew, we still had freedom of speech, and this is where beliefs can become so dangerous, is when you get enough people together with the same belief. If you can get enough people to believe the same lie, then all of a sudden we've got a problem, because they think they have authority. Once enough people are involved, they think they've got enough authority to force somebody else into that belief. I don't know. There's a number of avenues I could go with this video, but I just wanted to keep it short. Please leave a comment below, and we'll see if we can have an argument on it. But yeah, that's it. I haven't got anything else to say other than everything in this world is pretty much based off of belief. And everybody has a right to their own individual belief. And if you want to join together with a few other people and have a belief, whatever, if you want to believe the same thing, that's great. But where truth and fiction and truth and lies and those kind of things, where we draw the line, it's basically an individual it's an individual line that we draw. If we all want to buy into this idea, that's fine, and we can buy into that idea. But to force somebody into the idea, there's a line there, Anyway, I don't know, I've started waffling, so it's just probably cut this video off here. But it's one last little note. The 2 guys, okay, the one guy will swear up and down that the other guy is lying, and the other guy will swear up and down the other guy is lying, and so we have to be careful with how we proceed when we are asking people to do things. Okay, we have to base everything off of what is actual fact, and that is what is set in stone outside the window there, which is nature. Okay, and that's all I can leave you with on this video. Got to cut it off, otherwise it'll be way too long, and I'm already waffling, so I apologize up front for waffling now. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.